Hello, fourth graders. Welcome to lesson 3.10. And look at Donald Duck go. He's flipping through his money. Isn't it amazing how it seems to never end when it's looped like that? Money. In order to understand money, you have to understand decimals. Okay, and so this is an important life skill for all time, right? You will be using money for different things for the rest of your life. And in order to understand it, you really, really need to understand decimals and how they work. All right, let's start with this math message. We have six blanks here, and you can fill them all in on the same screen, right? Maybe just hit enter in between each one so you can split them up. You have these are all different numbers: 14 hundredths, 4 hundredths, 4 tenths, 400, 400, 40 hundredths, and 40. A lot of alliteration here. Remember that from our writing kind of topics. So you're going to take time. You're going to answer each one of these. What number is being said in those words? All right, let's go through this because this is the absolute key to thinking about money, right? You need to know the differences between these, and this light bulb is driving me crazy. So bye bye, light bulb. All right, so 14 hundredths. So no whole groups, decimal point. 14 hundredths, remember, that's like you would write 14 cents, right? 14 hundredths. So, right, and there, it doesn't say you have to put a dollar sign there, but I'm going to show you by putting a dollar sign here how important this is. 4 hundredths. So no holes, no tenths, right? If I put this right here, that's 4 tenths, and that's actually the next one. But I want to have a 4 in the hundredths place, so 0 tenths and 4 hundredths. So this is 4 cents. 4 tenths we just talked about, right? No holes, 4 tenths like that. Now, think about how much that is. That's not 4 cents. That's actually 40 cents because I could put a 0 here, right? Remember, if you have 4 tenths, those are base 10 blocks, right? Each one of them could be split up and you could have 40 cubes. I'm not going to draw 40 cubes, but you get it, right? 400. You've been writing 400 for a long time. 400, right? Be careful, right? There's no THS there. 40 hundredths. Well, that's like doing 40 cubes. 0 holes, 40 cubes. Notice that this 3 and 5 are worth the same amount. So we've got $400, 40 cents, and 40. So there's a big difference in these numbers in terms of money, right? If you ask someone for $40 and they give you 40 hundredths of a dollar, right? There's a big, big difference there. All right, that is our math message for today. So let's talk about how we could use base 10 blocks here, right? So 4 hundredths, what we could do if we're going to prove this, right? We're proving that 4 hundredths is smaller than 4 tenths, right? The mouth is eating the bigger number, and this is a true number sentence. So we could prove this by taking 1, 2, 3, 4 versus, right? Let's put that mouth in there. On this side, we would have 1, 2, 3, 4 of these. Okay, this is proof for this. Now, we could also do this here, but I want you to look at this because before you got into fourth grade here, before you took math with Mr. White, you would have looked at this and said 4 and 14. Okay, 14's bigger, so I'm going to draw the mouth this way, but it is not actually, right? In this sentence, this first one is larger. Well, why is it larger? Let's look. We're going to show 4 tenths. Ooh, that's good. Let's get some more space down here. 4 tenths on this side and 14 hundredths on this side. Well, 14 hundredths is made up of 1/10 and 4 hundredths. One, two, three, and four. Now we can see, right? Now you can see why this is more. Even though it just says a 4 there and this says a 14, this 4 is in the tenths place, and this number has a 1 in the tenths place. So this one is larger. All right. Our goal today is to be able to read and write decimal numbers to the tenths and hundredths places. All right. Let's read these. I'm going to read a couple and then you get to read some. How about I pick one out of the middle here? Ooh, 72 hundredths, right? You can say 0 and 72 hundredths, right? Or just 72 hundredths. You would not say 7 tenths and 2 hundredths. Nope, that doesn't work. 72 hundredths. All right, I'm gonna pick this one down here. How much is that? 50 hundredths. 50 hundredths. What about up here? Aha, not 8 hundredths, because that 8 is in the tenths place. 8 tenths. All right, your turn. What is that? How would you say it? What words? Don't write any numbers. What words would you say? 91 hundredths. 91 hundredths. Don't write any numbers when you're responding to these. How about that? What is this one? 1/100th. 1/100th, not 1/10. 1/10 would look like this. All right, last one. I hope it's not 1/10. Wow. All right. Well, I guess we don't need to say that one again. 1/10, right? 1/10 and 1/100th. 1/10 is more because one group of 10, 1/10, right? One long piece is more than one of our tiny cubes. All right. Let's write these decimals as fractions. All right. So, and if you can say them right, you can probably write them correctly. So I'm going to pick this one. 4 hundredths. I know how to say it. If you know how to say it, you know how to write it. 4 hundredths. 4 hundredths. Right? How about this one? 9 tenths. If you can say it, you can write it. 9 tenths. One more from Mr. White. Let's go way down here. 70 hundredths. 70 hundredths. Right? The first place after the decimal point is called the tenths place. This is still the ones place, right? The ones. This is the tenths place. Then if we have something in the hundredths place, we can group it together and say 70 hundredths. All right, you're going to write the fractions. What's the fraction for that one? Okay, 12 over 100, 12 hundredths. What's the fraction for this one? 87 over 100, right? And what's the fraction for this one? Oh, close to it. 88 over 100, right? The key thing you're seeing here is if you can say these, then you can write them as a fraction, right? All of these can be written as fractions, decimals, or as words. All right. What we are going to work on